Although it's not the first thing our team has, it also sits in the category of things we can't believe the convention center lets us do. I'd like to introduce you to the important people for today. Over there, we have heel flap, instep, and gusset. We're going to be making a tremendous sacrifice so that today might go well, although I understand Jen's been speaking with them, and they're ready, and they understand they are mission critical. The next important lady in line is Jan McMahon. Give them a wave, Jan. Jan from the Spinning New Farm is the lady who kindly trucked heel flap, instep, and gusset over here today, and is providing us with the sheep. Next to me is the lovely and charming Amy Wolf. She's our shearer for today. She's going to do something you're all going to find really sort of amazing in a few minutes. And next to Tina over here is the similarly lovely, equally charming, and very impressive when you see her go, Clara Parks. And Clara is going to be our sample spinners. So when what's going to happen is Jan's going to bring the sheep over, Amy's going to shear them, Clara's going to spin the samples go over to the teams, they have their patterns now, they're strategizing, they got it a few minutes ago, and then this whole thing is going to take off like a house of fire. We want to ask you guys to make a little sheep highway over there. Do you have a big enough one? Yeah. Okay. And I also want to ask that if there's any kids in the back who can't see, with the grown-ups in the front, let them come up. I'm sure nobody minds because children are short. There they are.
Here, Connie, where are you? Where come right here. Here, right here, she can see.
They're pretty sorted. Nobody wants to miss the sheep.
There's space for the kids. Back to reach out. Try to keep it wide here.
The sheep says?
Is everybody sorted?
The sheep's gonna go, ah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Sorry, I forgot to turn my radio off. I'm something cool. Okay, I'm gonna pass the microphone over to Amy.
Good morning, Summer Summit. Thank you so much for having us here today. We really appreciate you all being here, and I'm glad that you're excited to see sheep being shorn. So, my technical title is Fiber Removal Engineer. I've been shearing sheep for about 25 or so years. I stopped counting after that. You do the math on the age. Okay. My daughter will be here to help me. She's the sheep whisperer. So if the sheep has a tantrum, then we can whisper the sheep, and that helps them. As you might recognize, this is not a pasture. It's not the inside of a barn, so it's not always comfortable for them to be in this environment. The sheep have been halter broken, which means that they will lead on a halter at the farm. Have you noticed this is a little slippery? The sheep will notice too. And so when we bring them out, they may not walk, they might just fly. So we'll slide them over to the shearing and then we'll begin our shearing. I know that we've got a contest going on, so I don't want to take too much time about the shearing and the specifics of shearing while I'm shearing the sheep until we get to the third one, and then I can stop and kind of explain, because I know that there's some teams that are over there, they're anxious to get into the fleece, and we've got to make those socks by 3, right? Oh, 3:30. So I'll be quiet so that you can see the shearing, and thank you again so much for having me here today. And if you have any questions later, certainly come on over and ask after the shearing. I'd be happy to explain anything that we've done today. And remember that this is their first shearing, and so if you have ever had toddlers, again. And we have a nice sheep highway, so we'll get started. Thank you.